Imagine being remembered for thousands of years as the woman who sent Lord Rama into exile. A queen, hated by generations, cursed in temples, blamed in stories told by grandmothers to children. But what if Kaikeyi was never the villain? What if she was something far more extraordinary? This is her story, the story they never told you. To understand Kaikeyi, we must go back. Long before the palaces of Ayodhya, long before any boon was ever asked, she was born a princess of Kaikeyi, a kingdom known for its warriors. From childhood, Kaikeyi learned to ride horses, to wield a sword, to drive a war chariot through fields of battle. She was not merely beautiful, she was fearless. And it was on a battlefield, the great war against the demon king Shambhara, that a young King Dasharatha first saw what Kaikeyi truly was. Dasharatha's chariot wheel broke mid-battle. An enemy arrow pierced his armor. His life was slipping away. It was Kaikeyi who drove the chariot through the chaos of war. It was Kaikeyi who shielded the king with her own body. It was Kaikeyi who saved the life of Ayodhya's king. In gratitude, in love, Dasharatha granted her two boons, two wishes she could ask for at any time in her life. Kaikeyi smiled and said simply, "I will ask when the time comes." She had no idea what those words would one day cost her. Years passed. Kaikeyi became queen of Ayodhya. She bore a son, the noble Bharatha. But there was another boy in the palace who had stolen her heart completely, Rama, the eldest son of Dasharatha and Queen Kaushalya. Kaikeyi loved Rama as if he were her own blood, perhaps more. She would tell him stories of battle. She would braid flowers for his hair when he was small. When Rama laughed, the entire palace felt lighter. And Rama, in return, loved Kaikeyi deeply, visiting her chambers before his own mother's, seeking her counsel, her warmth. If you had watched them together in those golden years, you would have never believed what was coming. No one could have. The day King Dasharatha announced that Rama would be crowned the next king of Ayodhya, all of Ayodhya rejoiced. All of Ayodhya, except one, Manthara, an old servant, a trusted handmaiden of Kaikeyi since childhood, and a woman with a heart full of calculations. She came to Kaikeyi that evening with fear painted on her face. "What will become of your son Bharatha? When Rama becomes king, Bharatha will be nothing, a shadow, and you will be cast aside, forgotten, a queen with no power and no future." Kaikeyi laughed at first. She knew Rama's love. She trusted it completely. But Manthara was patient. Night after night, the whispers continued. Slowly, like poison dripping into clear water, doubt began to cloud what was pure. A queen must protect her son. That is a mother's first duty. And something shifted in Kaikeyi. Not evil, not cruelty. Fear, the most human of all weaknesses. Kaikeyi entered the Kopa Bhavan, the chamber of sorrow. She lay on the cold stone floor, her crown set aside, her jewels removed, her eyes filled with tears. When Dasharatha found her there, his heart broke. "What is wrong, my love? What do you need? Ask me anything." Kaikeyi looked at the man she had once saved on a battlefield, the man who had given her two promises, and she asked, "First boon, let Bharatha be crowned king of Ayodhya. Second boon, let Rama be exiled to the forest for 14 years. The words fell like stones into deep water. Dasharatha begged, he pleaded, he wept at her feet, the great king who had never knelt before any man. But Kaikeyi held firm. She had made her choice. And Rama, when he was told, simply smiled. A son must honor his father's word. I will go. That smile would haunt Kaikeyi for the rest of her life. Dasharatha did not survive the grief. Days after Rama left for the forest, The great king closed his eyes one final time, his last words a broken whisper of Rama's name. Bharatha returned from his uncle's kingdom to find his father dead, and his mother the reason. He fell at her feet, not in love, but in anguish. "What have you done? I do not want this throne. I never wanted it this way." Bharatha refused the crown. He placed Rama's sandals upon the throne and declared himself only a caretaker until his brother returned. And Kaikeyi, she was left utterly alone, hated by the court, abandoned by her son, widowed, silent. The woman who had once ridden through a battlefield to save a king now sat in empty chambers, with nothing but the echo of choices she could never take back. But here is what the story asks us to consider. Rama walked into the forest and became a legend. In 14 years of exile, he built alliances that would never have existed in a palace. He met Hanuman, the greatest devotee the world has ever known. He crossed the ocean to Lanka. He faced Ravana, the most powerful demon king of the age. And he won, a victory that redeemed the world. Could any of this have happened if Rama had simply been crowned in Ayodhya and lived peacefully as a king? Many scholars of the Ramayana believe that Kaikeyi did not act out of malice. She acted as an instrument, a vessel through which destiny moved the pieces of a divine plan. Some even say that Kaikeyi knew that on some deeper level, the warrior queen understood that Rama's greatness could not be forged in a palace. It had to be forged in fire. And so she gave him the only gift that truly mattered, a reason to go. History remembered Kaikeyi as the villain, but destiny may have needed her to be something else entirely. Was Kaikeyi a villain or an unsung hero who unknowingly helped fulfill Lord Rama's divine mission? Tell us what you believe in the comments below. If this story moved you, share it with someone who loves the Ramayana. And stay with us, because the story of Ramayana has only just begun.